Welcome to the second lecture in this lecture series titled Introduction to Metaphysics. In the second lecture titled What is Ontology, we will deal with certain preliminary but fundamental aspects about ontology. The term ontology is a combination of two words, ont and logos. Ont means being and logos means study. Thus, ontology is the study of being. The term in its modern usage could be traced to 17th century, where it was used in Latin as ontologia to denote a branch of metaphysics. At that time, the study of metaphysics was divided into rational theology, rational cosmology, and rational psychology. It was Christian Wolff who popularized the usage of the Latin term ontologia. Ontology is the general theory of being. It has been regarded as a part of metaphysics. Sometimes ontology has been used synonymously with metaphysics. Ontology deals with the essential characteristics of being. It seeks to explore questions such as what is or what exists, what kind of things exist primarily, and how are different kinds of things related to one another. Ontology is the quest for knowledge of reality. It has occupied the minds of ancient philosophers in several civilizations, including Indian and Greek civilizations. In terms of Western philosophy, the study of reality in Greek civilization can be traced to Parmenides. It continued through Aristotle. In the modern times, Martin Heidegger and Willard van Orman Quine studied ontology in great depth. Heidegger explored the characteristics of being for human consciousness to be. Quine's famous maxim was, to be is to be the value of a bound variable. His endeavor was to determine what things a theory claims in order to exist. He also contributed to the doctrine of ontological relativity, which provides that we can take to exist is relative to the theory and language that we bring to the situation. In Indian philosophy, concerns were also raised regarding reality. The prominent of the schools of Indian philosophy which dealt with these questions were the Nyaya and Vaiseshika schools, which systematically studied these questions. So, what does ontology deal with? Classical philosophical problems are problems in ontology. These classical issues relate to the existence of God, universals, mind-body problem, etc. Broadly, ontology studies two aspects. One, questions related to what exists and what is reality made of. And two, the general features of things and their relation with each other. Additionally, ontology studies what is involved in settling questions about what there is in general. This is known as meta-ontology. Thus, ontology could be regarded as the study of what there is. 2. The study of general features of what there is and relations between things. And 3. Meta-ontology. Meta-ontology studies the aims of ontology, how the questions of ontology is to be understood, methodology of ontology, and ontological commitment. Peter van Inwagen in Being, a study in ontology, published in 2023, explained the difference between ontology and meta-ontology thus. An ontology is a detailed and systematic answer to the ontological question. What is there? A meta-ontology is a reflective answer to the question, what are we asking when we ask the ontological question, and how shall we go about trying to answer it? Or, to use the two words as mass terms, in ontology, we ask an attempt to answer the ontological question. In meta-ontology, we attempt to understand what we are doing when we do ontology. There is another concept which we have mentioned just now as a part of the study of meta-ontology, that is ontological commitment. This is an important concept in ontology. To be precise, it is a part of meta-ontology than ontology, although there is some difference of opinion. The question, what entities exist, has been studied since ancient times, but there has been a difference of opinion over millennia. In Indian philosophy alone, there have been at least 10 different answers to the question, what really exists. Questions such as, do numbers exist or exist only in abstract, and can entities be classified into universal and particular entities, have vexed philosophers with no agreement in the answers. According to a given theory or discourse, the answer varies on what kinds of entities exist. So, the question is, what entities exist according to a theory's ontological commitments? Existence of criterion for ontological commitment is a prerequisite for ontological inquiry. With the usage of the term ontological commitment just now, you would have an inkling about what its meaning is. Theories, be it ontological or otherwise, have truth conditions. Different accounts of truth conditions mean that there are different accounts of ontological commitments. In ontological theories, truth conditions determine whether certain entities exist or not. Truth condition is a statement of the condition under which a given proposition is true, sometimes taken to be the meaning of the proposition. For instance, the statement, is it raining in Dubai, is true when it is actually raining in Dubai. Now, coming back to ontology, truth conditions determine whether certain entities exist or not. This implies that ontological commitments of a theory are kinds of entities that must exist in order for the theory to be true. Such criterion cannot exist in vacuum but in terms of language. Therefore, test or method is to be applied to determine a theory's ontological commitments. We will study about these in greater detail in subsequent lectures. Till then, bye bye and stay safe.